Yes, Brother Peter, with tidbits from the Word. If I were going to title this excerpt, I would title it The One That Was Not. The one that was not what? The one that was not in. The one that was not part of the force. The one that looked like he was, yet he wasn't. What was he delivered? He was delivered the Word. He was delivered the same thing the others were delivered. And what did he do with it? He wrongly used it. And therefore he was not of that group, even though he looked like he was. The parable starts in Luke 19 and verse 12. And he said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds. And he said unto them, occupy till I come. Let's pause right there for a second. Jesus came as a nobleman, as the Son of God. And then he left and went to the far country, back to the Father, for himself, to the kingdom. And he was going to return and will return. And he called many servants. And those servants he called, he delivered these pounds. What pounds? These pounds that I have right here. These are the pounds that have been delivered to us. How are we going to use these pounds? We all have the amount of pounds that we can use before us. Some of us can use 10 pounds of this who have got in and studied it and gained 10 pounds of reward from it, 10 souls. And those 10 souls will be for reward in heaven. And Jesus said, or God said, or the servants and the man said to the servant, you'd be over 10 cities. Well, the 10 people that he brought to the Lord are going to have their own city, or be a city, and they're going to be ruled by the one, perhaps, that saved them. You say, well, I never heard that before, Brother Peter. Well, I never heard it either. But it's a very good concept that Jesus said is a fact here, that he gave 10 cities to the man that won 10 people to the Lord. And now let's look at the second one. And the second one would be in verse 14. But his citizens hated him and sent a messenger after him, saying, we will not have the man to reign over us. By the way, that was the rejection of Jesus Christ. The people said that he was sent to and came to, and the place he came, we'll not have this man be our Lord, and we're not going to have him reign over us. And we're going to do what we want to do, and we're going to be in rebellion against him. Verse 15. And it came to pass, when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, or the talents, and that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. So, we go trade this word for a soul. We trade the word for a soul. And the word goes in, and Jesus goes into the heart of that person if they ask him to, and then their soul is brought forth. Then came the first saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 10 pounds. Wow, there's a man with 10 souls. And he said unto him, well done, good servant. because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. So he gives him authority over 10 cities. He gained 10 pounds. And then in 19, and the second likewise came to him, be thou over 5 cities. He had gained 5 pounds. And verse 20, and another came saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound which I have kept laid up in a napkin. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man, thou takest up where thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. And listen, the devil lied when he said to Eve, hath God said? The devil lied when he said to Eve, hath God said? He deceived Eve by jerking her around. And here we got again a picture of the devil come in looking. He's one that received a pound, and he's looking like something that he's not. He took the pound and didn't do anything with it. But listen, let's read 21. And he said unto him, out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knowest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. Wherefore then givest not thou my money unto the bank, that at my coming I might have required mine own with usury? And he said unto them that stood by, take from him the pound, and give it to him that had 10 pounds. And they said unto him, Lord, he hath 10 pounds. For I say unto you, that unto every one which hath shall be given, and from him which hath not, even that he hath shall be taken away from him. But these mine enemies, those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Those that are sitting in the church, that are Pharisees, that are Sadducees, that are what you call hypocrites, sitting in the church, who will not get in the Word, will not receive the Word, will not pass the Word on, are just sitters. And they will not put to the changer out here. Jesus said, they are my enemies. They are my enemies. They carry the pound. They come in the church. They carry one of these. They carry a pound, or the 2 pounds, or 3 pounds, or 5 pounds, or 10 pounds. The Bible said the Lord gives faith as it is delivered severely to each man. And each man the amount of faith that he needs. You got to be in to get the faith, though. If you're not in the Word, you won't have the faith. If you have no understanding of the Word, you're not in. The Bible said only a saved person can understand this Word. This Word is a love letter to the Christian. A man who has truly been born again will be able to understand this Word. If he's not truly born again, he won't understand it. And if you're not willing to buy a good work Bible, a good Bible with some good study helps that you can really work in and learn by, you're not following the Lord. there's a good probability you're not in.